down. Wacha ule jamaa, lakini ule jamaa amelaaniwa. Yaani anaenda kusema vitina ule jamaa mitego na wamashia, anaenda kusema vitina huko Amerika. Anasema hata wacha ni kuna msemo mmoja wanasema hata kama mama yako ni mzee, bado ni mama yako.
Americans want to know why you are working with Al-Shabaab. Why, when you are in Mandera, you met 3 leaders of the Al-Shabaab militia at night to discuss business with them. They want to know why. They also want to know why you have removed the requirement for vetting of non-Kenyans before they are given IDs. The Americans are concerned that suspected terrorists will be registered as Kenyans and they will find their way to America and the rest of the world and create terror in the world. Your decision to suspend vetting of foreigners before they are given registration in Kenya is a threat to world security, and not just the American.
Gentlemen, there is some certain tension that has currently been brewing within the political space of the Republic of Kenya, and all this tension is currently brought by the former Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Rigathi Gachagua. Currently, Rigathi Gachagua is held up in the United States due to the current red alert that was issued by the National Intelligence Service against Rigathi Gachagua's arrival in the country, where Gachagua is expected to arrive back in the country but to be arrested immediately at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport on his arrival in the country. Why the issues of red alert? It was issued due to a dossier that Rigathi Gachagua leaked in the United States, where it is claimed that Gachagua is currently feeding the Central Intelligence Agency, which is one of the biggest and greatest investigative bodies that we have in the world, which is based in the United States. He gave them materials that they are currently using to build a case against the President of the nation, President William Samoei Ruto. Now, this evening, something else has been revealed by one of Rigathi Gachagua's friends and also one of the legal minds and greatest legal minds that we have in the country, a follower and an advocate of Gachagua's one-term legacy, which he has been spearheading all over the world, calling for William Ruto's resignation as the President of the Republic of Kenya. This is what Advocate NDEGWA NJIRU posted on his social media pages that has caught the attention of the world at large on matters William Ruto. This is what NDEGWA NJIRU said. Take this to your nearest bank. Ruto will be charged before the International Criminal Court, the ICC, for his involvement in supplying firearms to the Sudanese RSF militia. Ruto will be indicted for genocide. His involvement in supplying arms to the RSF to kill innocent civilians in Sudan constitutes a genocidal intent. If the Hague doesn't have him charged, then the DPP should have him charged in our municipal courts. Ruto is not immune to charges under the ICC statute. Our municipal courts are clothed with requisite jurisdiction to hear the case. If for now Ruto manages to escape the charging, then our new administration will have him charged for genocide one time. That is what one NDEGWA NJIRU said. Now, NDEGWA NJIRU is echoing words of one former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, who recently in the United States, speaking through media, went ahead to reveal that President William Ruto is currently funding or supplying weaponry to the RSF militia, which is the Sudanese militia group that is currently trying to kick out the official government of Sudan. The relationship between the RSF General Hemedit, or the RSF leader General Hemedit, and the President of the Republic of Kenya, President William Ruto, is a relationship that has been put under test, a relationship that has been questioned severally by even the United Nations. Now, regarding Gachagua, who is, we can label him as the opposition leader, is openly calling the American government to intervene in making sure that William Ruto answers for his crimes. Now, NDEGWA NJIRU, a lawyer who is also part of the United Opposition Front, is revealing to us that no matter what, President William Ruto, even if he won't be answerable for the death of the Gen Zs that died during the 2024 and 2025 demonstrations, he will be answerable for being involved and being directly linked to the RSF militia, which is, it is said that they are using Kenyans' weapons to conduct genocides in Sudan. Tuko pamoja. Now that is something that has triggered a lot of reactions all over the country. I shall remind you that President William Ruto has started playing safe, and Rigathi Gachagua has pushed William Ruto to a corner that Ruto now has to swallow the bitter pill and accept that actually I am ready to take care and compensate the people that died during the Gen Z demonstrations. But one thing Ruto has never admitted is his involvement with the RSF. Remember, the RSF formed a parallel government to that of Sudan in Nairobi under the protection of the government of Kenya under William Ruto. Now, leaving aside the details of or the issue of the RSF militia, allow me to take you to the other part of Rigathi Gachagua's revelation. Rigathi Gachagua went ahead to reveal that in the beginning of the year, when President William Ruto visited the northeastern part of Kenya, mostly in Mandera, he met with 3 Al-Shabaab leaders. Al-Shabaab is a terror group, and the president of Kenya being involved with a terror group that, paints one of the dirtiest pictures of a republic. And remember, the CIA has for the longest time been trying to nab Al-Shabaab and trying to control the growth of this terror organization. So if the president of Kenya, who is an ally to the United States and made Kenya be recognized and given a status of a major NATO ally by the United States in June 24th, 2024, is associating himself with Al-Shabaab, then the United States will have to go head on with William Ruto and deal with him according to international laws. And now, William Ruto, to play safe, he has decided to he gave out an MOU a memo today morning where he appointed a body to do research and come up with the plan of the composition of the people that died during demonstrations in last year, this year, and also in the year 2023. That is Ruto playing safe. One thing, allow me to read the message by the senator of Mandera, Bwana Ali Roba. Ali Roba had this to say in regards to Rigathi Gachagua's message over the involvement of William Ruto with Al-Shabaab. Now, this is what the senator said yesterday, which has currently also caught the attention of the whole country. He said, on falsehood peddled by Mr. Gachagua, It has come to our attention that Mr. Rigathi Gachagua has once again chosen to recklessly peddle blunted falsehoods in a desperate attempt to mislead the public for cheap political mileage. Number one, false claim. The president met other people during his visit to Mandera. This claim is not just false, it is a calculated, malevolent lie. As a leader who personally accompanied His Excellency President William Ruto from the moment he landed in Mandera to the moment he departed, I affirm without fear of contradiction that Mr. President only met officially recognized Mandera leaders and the public in open forums. Every aspect of the president's one-day itinerary was transparent and in the public domain. No private backdoor or suspicious meetings took place. The suggestions by Mr. Gachagua that the president met with unknown individuals is a shameful fabrication designed to sow division and confusion among the people. It is deeply unfortunate that a man who once postured as a symbol of truth has now reduced himself to a serial purveyor of falsehood. Unable to recall the last time he spoke the truth, such conduct is not only disgraceful, it is dangerous, especially when deployed to distort presidential engagements with historically marginalized communities. Number two, on the false claims that security vetting for northern Kenya has been removed. Mr. Gashagua's assertion that the government has removed vetting is yet another deliberate distortion of facts. What President Ruto stated clearly in Mandera is that the discriminatory and excessive bureaucratic vetting that has for years been selectively imposed on communities in the Northern Frontier District, NFD, must end. The president emphasized that all Kenyans must be subjected to one uniform standard of vetting, fair, consistent, and constitutional without stigmatization based on region or ethnicity. To twist this clear and just position into a false narrative of national insecurity is reckless, dishonest, and deeply disrespectful to the people of Northern Kenya who have suffered decades of systematic exclusion and profiling. The American government must not fall for the delusions and desperations for attention and favors using fabricated lies from Mr. Gachagua. DCI must do its job. The onus is upon Gachagua to substantiate his claims with evidence of false or face the law. The burden of proof for all his lies with him. That is the actual message that Senator Hale Roba publicized. Now, seeing what has been going on for the last 2 days, Rigathi Gachagua knows that he is a man that is under radar. Remember, he made sure that President William Ruto is put under radar by the United States for the claimed involvement with terror groups. Are we together? Now, the president had to call a security meeting, a national security meeting. He had to meet with the National Security Council of the Republic of Kenya, the seven bodies that, the seven people that constitute the National Security Council. And they came up with a plan to counter Rigathi Gachagua. Now, the first plan was the president to play the card of accepting the claims and blames and the claims and blames that has always been put upon him as the person that spearheaded the genocide of the Gen Zs back in the year 2023 and 2024 and 2025. Now, accepting that today morning revealed that Rigathi Gachagua has won on one front. But what Rigathi Gachagua doesn't know is that the president, through the security team, the National Security Council, they allowed the military to take the matter into their own hands, and I mean conduct the investigation into Rigathi Gachagua and arrest him on his arrival in the country from the United States. And that's why I'm telling you, Rigathi Gachagua, we are receiving intel. He cancelled his flight. His flight, by the way, was to leave the United States today. He was expected to land in Kenya by the weekend. Are we together? Now, What Gachagua and the team have decided, because of what has been imposed on him by the National Security Council for them trying to arrest him, he has decided that he is going to extend his stay in the United States. From the United States, he is going to proceed to meet Kenyans in the United Kingdom. From the United Kingdom, he is supposed to travel together with his team and his wife to Dubai, where he will meet the United Opposition principals. There they will have a meeting and they will decide the way forward for the homecoming of Rigathi Gachagua, because they want to set his homecoming so big that the president and the military cannot actually arrest him or detain him the moment he touches down at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. But one thing remains clear. President William Ruto case file has currently been opened by the CIA in the United States, and they're investigating his relationship and ties with terror groups like Al-Shabaab and the RSF militia. That's it for now. Leave a comment in the comment section. See you in our next video. Don't forget to subscribe. This is the Kenyan Daily Report.